Hello and welcome to the 10th annual Malibu Open. We've come back stateside and collaborated with the Quake on the Lake, the inboard hydroplane races, to have some great on-water action today. Take a look right out there. Pontiac Lake is providing ideal conditions for all of our events. First up, we're going to have pro men's and women's slalom skiing. After that, we're going to take to the skies. We've got ski jumping coming at you, and we're going to wrap the event up with some of the best action on the water, pro men's and pro women's wakeboarding. All this and more coming to you again. This is the 10th annual Malibu Open. The action starts right now. Taking a look out there right now at Pontiac Lake, the Glass Lake conditions are crying out for some action, and we have that coming to you right now. We're going to get our Malibu Open underway with the slalom round, both pro men and pro women. Again, those conditions ideal, and in the past, the Malibu Open has been a place where many ski records have been set. We anticipate with these conditions, we might see some more records fall. Once we get done those skirmishes, we're going to men's jump. An insane event that will also take great advantage of these perfect conditions. We're going to see these guys flying through the air in excess of 200 feet. Will another record get set in that category? Time will tell. It's time for the action. Men's and women's slalom, men's jump coming up now. First up, we've got one of the veterans of pro women's slalom, and this is April Coble-Eller from North Carolina. She's going to set the high mark that the rest of the ladies are going to chase. She's coming in at 1 at 35 right now. She makes it. Second ball at 35, she's behind, and you can see her face straining to get to 3. She gets it. Later, still at 4, coming in now to turn number 5. She's going to hold up right there, 4.5 at 35 off. This is the young lady from Canada, Whitney McClintock, now at her 32 run, making it look smooth, making it look very easy. You'll see her form is exactly fine and on the spot. No problem right there for Whitney McClintock. She's now chasing the leader at 4.5. This is 35 off. She's late at 1, into 2. Later still, Whitney McClintock now coming into 3, and she goes down. So unfortunately, April Coble-Eller will hold on to the lead, while Whitney McClintock has to take the dubious skier's walk of shame. It is now Karen Trulove's turn to chase down that lead mark of 4.5 at 35 off. Here we see Karen Trulove in her 35 pass. Ball number 2 is looking solid. 3 in great position. 4 looking equally good. Here's ball number 5 completely in control. Ball number 6, we now have a new leader, Karen Trulove. How far can she take it? This is her pass at 38 off. Late in 1, and she's going to hold up. Currently leading 1 at 38. Emma Shears now, one of the most powerful skiers in the game today, is coming in on her 35 off pass. Let's see if she can make a full pull and challenge Karen Trulove. There she is at the halfway point of the course, looking in command, in control, powerful style, making this look easy at 35 off. There it is. She gets to 35. She's going to chase down that 1 at 38. Ball 1, she's looking beautiful. Number 2, she's around, she's in control. Emma Shears has done it. She flirted with disaster in qualifying, almost didn't make the cut. She's responded well. Malibu team skier Emma Shears has won this event. All right, here's a woman that's embraced redemption all weekend long. Coming out of the preliminary rounds, Emma, you got in through the narrowest of margins. And when I spoke to you, you said, I'm not going to let that happen again. You were excited to go first off the dock on Saturday, and you kept that momentum up. Good job.
Thank you. It's been a fantastic weekend. I was really excited about the way I skied the last 2 days, and I put Fridays around behind me and just went for it after that. And that's the way I've got to ski. And I was pleased that I just did that, and it was a fantastic weekend for me.
Yeah, and it really came together. The conditions got great, and obviously something like this, the Malibu Open, one of the biggest skiing events of the year, it's another great accolade for you.
Oh yeah, to come out and win the Malibu Open. It's it's a big event. It's the biggest paycheck of the year, and that's always very exciting. So to come out here against a really strong women's field and take it out, I couldn't be happier.
And just between you and I and all the people out there, tell them about the home court advantage as well. Being a Malibu team skier, obviously you know the product. It had to help a little bit.
Oh, it always helps when you get to ski behind a Malibu boat all the time, and then you get to go out in a tournament behind it. It's a fantastic boat, and I know that by having that advantage and skiing behind it all the time definitely helped out there today.
Well, congratulations, Team Malibu skier, and now the Malibu Open champion for 2008, Emma Shears. Tom Brantley's going to get us started here in the men's slalom finals. This is going to be his attempt to get 35 under his belt. Looking good coming around one. Again, he's going to set the pace by which the next three skiers are going to chase him, trying to get after that Malibu Open men's slalom title. Looking good coming in late in the course, and that is going to be a full pull for Tom Brantley at 35. Here is coming now for his 38 off, trying to really set some distance between he and the skiers to come. There's two. Coming in now around three. And oh, one of the heaviest crashes that we've seen all day. And in this case, it's the walk back to the beach. The current world record holder now, Chris Parrish out there. This is his 38 run. Perfect physical form for slalom skiing. Perfect physical form. Perfect skiing form. He's making it look effortless out there. There's 5 ball. Here comes 6 ball. No problems for our current world record holder, Chris Parrish. 39.5 now. He's coming in and is late getting around ball 1. It's a game of catch-up now for Chris Parrish. There's 2. He's into 3 and around. He's going to have to hold up the high water mark, 3 at 39. The Italian Thomas De Gasperi is up next, and this is going to be his pass at 38 off, in nicely at 1. Coming into 2, looking good there as well as he's chasing down our current leader, Chris Parrish. 3 at 39.5 off. There he is around 5. Here's turn 6. He's around no problem. So Thomas De Gasperi is setting up nicely. But look, a little late adjustment on 1, and he loses the handle. Half a buoy at 39.5. Next up, we've got Will Asher. Can he get it done? The last skier coming off the dock here in the Malibu Open men's slalom. This is his 38 pass as he chases the world record holder, Chris Parrish. Coming in around 4, no problem whatsoever. There is 5, and there is 6. Will Asher is definitely still in the hunt. There is 1 at 39.5 off. Again, he's chasing 3. There's 2 at 39.5. There's 3. Can he get around 4 for the victory? He's around 4, but he's not giving up. He's around 5. Will he get a full pull at 39.5? He sure will. Look at that. The young Brit Will Asher has done it. The world champion set the mark. Will Asher went out there and bested it. He only needed 3.5. He went for the full pull. Congratulations. In men's slalom, it came down to the final skier off the dock, Will Asher. Once again, the pressure was on. How did you go out there and answer the call?
I just been skiing unreal in practice. I got my brand new Malibu boat last week, so I've been practicing behind it. I felt so comfortable out there. This is such a great venue for water skiing. To pair up with the jet boat races and the wakeboarders. It feels great to be around those guys. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a great dynamic event. Now, obviously, you're one of the top competitors. Now, is it the competitive drive that really pushed you out here? The huge paycheck? What was it that brought you to that title?
Yeah, it was a bit of both. Like I've been skiing unreal all week, and I just wanted to go out and just prove to myself that I could go out there and do it. I just wanted to follow on from what I've been doing in practice, and paychecks, pretty good motivation. 12 grand.
I gotta tell you, you certainly returned the favor. Will Asher taking home the 2008 Men's Slalom Championship here at the Malibu Open. Well, it's time to take to the air right now. We've got men's pro jumping set to take the center stage. Couple of the big names that are out there right now, of course, Freddie Krueger, the Rocket Man, Scott Ellis. They're going to go out there and do battle. They're going to launch through the sky, again, in excess of over 200 feet lengthwise across Lake Pontiac. And we're going to find out who is going to be the supreme ski jumper here right now. Jason Seals is going to get us underway here in our men's jumping finals. Take a look right now. He goes from a veritable dead stop, accelerating to nearly 70 miles an hour. That's sports car-like performance. The distance 206 feet. Each of these jumpers has 3 opportunities to put the best out there. 206 is going to speak for Jason Seals. Next up, coming from the Great White North, that is young Ryan Dodd. He now is taking his accelerating cut into that ramp. Great form, great spring. He is out there a foot further, 207 feet right there for Ryan Dodd. A legend in both trick and jumping right there from Canada as well. Jarrett Llewellyn, look at that powerhouse. He leaves the ramp, definitely a bigger jump. How big? Well, that is 212 feet. It comes down to this. There he is, the current world record holder in ski jumping. That's Freddy Krueger. He's got to go better than 212 feet. Here he comes in, his sweeping cut, accelerating to 70 miles an hour. Great pop. Great spring, great form, and look, he knows that he's done it. The distance, 219 feet. Freddy Krueger has his 4th win of the season. Congratulations again to Freddy Krueger. Next up here at the Malibu Open, pro women's wakeboarding, and what a great storyline we have. The 2008 defending Pro Women's Wakeboard Tour champion, 16-year-old Nicola Butler is here. She wants to see if her season of supremacy can continue. Standing right in her way, the icon in women's wakeboarding, Dallas Friday. She's been battling an injury bug, but she's back. She's riding strong. It's going to be a great clash of the Titans out here. Hoping to be the spoiler, the 3rd member of the squad, Laura Lorman from Wisconsin. It's going to be some great action out there, and it's time to get started. First up off the dock, coming from Wisconsin, that's Laura Lorman. Now, unlike skiing and jumping, where it's easy to quantify the accomplishments of the athletes, here in wakeboarding, the judges look for 3 different elements. Execution, how well the athlete does the move, intensity, how big they do the move, and their ability to keep the flow going down course. 2 out of 3 right there for Laura Lorman. She was going big, she had some good moves, but you saw her drop the handle right there on that 360. She's back in, wrapping up pass number 1 with that toe side back roll. And now look, the rope behind her. Here's a technical move. It is a handleless pass 360 invert. It's called the KGB. She gets that done awfully well. She's now going to revisit the rotation of this side, a toe side 360, but she drops the handle. You can see the frustration on her face. One more time though, the heel side 360. She gets it done. She's going to go back, hit that toe side 3. Once again, she's down in the drink. This young lady has been the talk of the pro women's wakeboarding scene in 2008. This is Nicola Butler, your current Pro Tour women's champion. Take a look, however. She has a wrap on that left knee. Heard it during qualifying. We're going to have to see what type of effect it has on her riding out here. Oh, she goes down on that new school move, the roll to blind. That could have been impacted by the injury to her knee. Nice big 360, but you see her gripping that knee one more time, but she's not going to let it bother her as she goes in. The explosive move, the bat wing. The crowd is running for cover as the water comes down, but she's going to let it rain with a huge whirly bird right there. Again favoring her knee, but only for a split second before she gets back in. What dedication, the front side front roll with the 180. We call it the scarecrow. She calls it a painful move, but she's moving on. 540-degree spin, a turn and a half. This is what made Nicola the talk of the year in 2008. Up, over the top, an off-axis 540. This is progressive riding at its best. She's going to come in and revisit that roll to blind one more time, but she goes down. Will it be enough? Will the new school rider beat the old school veteran right here? Dallas Friday taking on all comers with a huge air rally. Notice her front knee is bandaged up. She had some arthroscopic procedure just a month ago. This is her first competition back. How much will she have to hold off on her skills? I guess that's being answered right now. Dallas Friday is doing what we spoke of at the top of this segment. She is flowing through each and every move. We've seen rolls, we've seen Rayleigh-based moves, and here she comes in for the final heel side back roll of pass number 1. That is vintage Dallas Friday. She's going to turn things up a notch in pass number 2. The wrapped KGB, absolutely flawless. Now she's going to go up, over the top. Wow, new school move. Front roll with a backside 180. It's called the Tootsie Roll, and she's not done yet. Rotations getting represented. Off-axis 360. Dallas Friday is showing everybody that she's ready to go out there and show everybody what she can do. Off-axis 540. She is riding a flawless set right now as we see her land that heel side back roll. One last move, the explosive Batwing, and that's going to do it. Dallas Friday has become our Malibu Open champion. Joining us right now, the lady who took the top spot on the podium in the women's division, Dallas Friday. First, Dallas, I want to talk to you about where you've been physically. You came into this event hurting. You weren't even sure how your body was going to react to the rehab that you've put yourself through.
Yeah, I came here not knowing if I was going to ride, just trying to be smart about it. I had surgery a little over 3 weeks ago, and wasn't quite sure of if I was going to be out there or not, but the weather was good, and I was feeling good and worked hard in physical therapy the last 2 weeks, and wasn't giving me much trouble, so I went out there and just gave it my all, and I'm still walking, I'm not icing, so that's a good sign.
You know, earlier in the season, was it a difficult decision to shut it down when you realized that your body wasn't responding and functioning the way you needed it to be?
Yeah, it's been really hard for me coming into this year and being in the first few events, and then I had to tear my meniscus, and then trying to ride on that, and then actually tearing another meniscus. But it's definitely been frustrating, but trying to learn to become smart about the whole thing, and you know, went in, had surgery, missed out on the last 4 pro wakeboard events, but coming back like this is worth it all.
Next up on the docket here at the Malibu Open, we've got the pro men's field. 8 of the world's best riders coming into this semifinal. Couple of names to look out for. The pride of Polk County, J.D. Webb. He's been riding phenomenally this season. Of course, never count out Rusty Malinowski, the beast from the Great White North, the Canadian rider. He too is hungry to get back on his winning ways, but they are all chasing a guy who's putting up one of the most dominating seasons of all time, the 2008 Pro Wakeboard Tour champion and Malibu team rider, Philip Sovin. Will it be Philip's day, or will one of the other 7 step to the forefront? We're going to find that answer out right now. Polk County's favorite son right there, J.D. Webb. He's charged with the task of setting the pace here in the pro men's wakeboarding finals. J.D. is having a phenomenal year in 2008. It's due to his consistency, his variation, and the dynamics of his riding. Here we see a nice 720 coming from the toe side. You saw a big straight air to switch. The Pete Rose, the handle pass back roll with a 360. Nice nuclear tantrum to blind. And then you see right there, the back mob with a grab. J.D. Webb is showing you just why he is having a season unlike any other he's had before. Another 720 variation, this time from the heel side in a big poked out, tweaked grab on that method. 360 from the heel side. Check out this move. The Orion 9, Olay to handle pass, 2.5 turns, and then he does the overhead 540, punctuates his run with a 900. That's how you put the pressure on the 3 guys still to come. Second off the dock is the man everybody's been gunning for in 2008, and nobody can find the mark. He's having almost a flawless season. This is Longwood, Florida's Philip Sovin. Big moves like that, boosting up 540 are part of his calling card. Switch stance, crow mode 540, nose grab roll to blind. The guy is absolutely flawless as you see a heel side 720, switch stance, back roll mode. The guy just goes out there and gets it done flawlessly every single time. Pass 2, method grab on that Moby Dick. Again, everything looks like it comes to him so fluidly, so flawlessly. In, over, another 7 variation. 2 spins there from the toe side. Big old explosive move right there. The method glide to switch, coming back in for a nice switch, backside 360. Look at that, an Indy glide, explosive big move into the whirly bird 540, a turn and a half, overhead Olay spin, another 7 variation, a switch stance 720, and a 900 off the double up. Philip Sovin is taking the lead with 2 riders left. One right there, his roommate from Canada, Aaron Rathy. They ride together enough. Aaron knows that he has to go back out there, nail every single move. He can't have any handle drops whatsoever. And the man looks poised and confident as you see him right there. The Pete Rose 3 moves deep, and he looks like he's up to the challenge laid down by Philip Sovin. A backside 720, the first move like that we've seen all contest. A toe side off-axis 360. Tantrum to blind right there. Aaron Rathie may be answering the call right now. Big old slob poke to switch. Great stuff. And then look at that stalefish poke. Aaron Rathie is putting up a phenomenal run. 1, 2, oh! He drops the handle though on the 7. That's going to proceed us now to the last man who can catch Philip Sovin, a former Malibu Open champion himself, the Kiwi from New Zealand, Jeff Weatherall. Backside 540, such a technically difficult spin. A chromo 540, and he drops the handle. But you know what? Jeff Weatherall has been known as one of the greatest wake riders the sport has ever known. As you see a huge S-bend, every big move in his repertoire needs to get dropped right now if he's going to catch Philip Sovin. Oh, there's one, a whirly bird 540. Here he's setting up the big move right there of 540. He might have wanted to take that a little bit further, but it's all about keeping that flow down course. Look at that, the blind judge, it was good, but it wasn't enough. Philip Sovin has won the Malibu Open. 2008 has been an all-time epic season for you, Philip Sovin. Again, one for the record books. Give me your reflections. Did you see it coming down like this going into the season?
Going into this season, I had no expectations of finishing the way it did. Every year since I started, I've had good year, bad year, good year, bad year. And having a great year the year before that, best year of my life. I never thought I would get any better. And this year just surpassed any expectations I had of myself.
Well, you've done phenomenally. Again, Philip Sovin in truly a field of his own, the class of the wakeboarding community. The season's not done yet. It's a dominating performance going forward. He's got another one in the record books, the Malibu Open champion, Philip Sovin.